That's Charzad's husband, just so you guys know. Say hi. We are hanging out at Charzad's house. We are all doing a mom collaboration. Kaylee and Charzad are in the other room, and they are doing makeup and tips, and the babes are playing. Say hi, babes. Yeah. Having some boy time. And Whitney and I are hanging out, and we wanted to say hello to you guys. I only uploaded part 1 of my Q&A, and so we're going to do part 2 today. Do you want to say hi?
Hi, guys.
This is Whitney. She's introducing herself
Whitney.
officially. She helps me get my life together. If it wasn't for Whitney, I would be a mess. A hot mess. I did Whitney's makeup today. She looks pretty. She needs very little makeup. Oh, the babies are fighting. Hold, please. Entertain.
I don't know actually how to entertain people in front of camera. I do not really enjoy.
This is what happens when you hang out with moms. You have babies.
Babies.
Bubba. Okay, so
He wants to join.
You're doing hurt yourself. Okay, she's getting the other babe. You have blondes and babies. That's what we're gonna title this video.
Blondes and
Part
babes.
2 Q&A. Blondes and babes.
Blondes and babes.
Oh, look at that handsome man.
Who's that?
Oh my goodness. Okay, so we are gonna finish off the Q&A that we started on Twitter. Part 2, because there were questions I didn't get to, and plus it was a little long-winded. Sorry, I talk a lot. Okay, and she's going to also give us her input, Miss Whitney.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Christina Deiches asks, how would gaining 50 pounds change you as a person? You go first. I nominate you.
Well, I don't know. It doesn't. So when I was after high school, I guess I have an illness and it kind of like activated. So I'm hypothyroid and I have an estrogen dominance problem. And kind of within a couple of months, I actually gained 50 pounds. And
it was hard. That's hard.
It was really hard. It like kind of just changed the way I viewed myself. Like I think I put a little bit of my worth in my looks and, the attention from boys I was getting. And then all of a sudden it felt like it was taken away. And I had I felt like I was this little girl trapped in this big girl's body. And it's been a battle to like look in the mirror and think that I'm beautiful since that day. And like, it's been a challenge to lose weight because I feel like the world's against me, but my body's against me. But
it's not true.
Yeah,
not true.
It's hard.
It is hard. I think that, Whitney is from Canada, but I think, so I was going to say in America, but I think mostly in the world, in the universe, I think there is such an emphasis on looks. Even, like if you think about everything that's going on, ISIS, everything that's going on with that, there's a lot of racial profiling, everything that I think that there's so much that hinders upon the physical appearance of the human body, and it's a hard thing because, it can be important, it can help us feel better, feel worse about ourselves. But I actually gained 70 pounds when I was pregnant with Cooper, probably before, it was in part due because I had an eating disorder before. So, it was hard for me to, like, when I would get on the scale, even my doctor was like, you're ahead of weight gain. This is literally, like, we're literally multitasking right now. But my doctor's like, every time I'd go and he'd be like, you're a little ahead of weight gain, and that was hard for me. But I remember, especially after having Cooper, just really feeling that disconnect with how you feel on the inside, because it's like our physical bodies, sometimes you feel like on the inside you're different than how you feel or look on the outside. But I don't think it changed me as a person, in meaning like I learned to accept myself no matter what, because after I had Cooper, my body changed, my hips got wider, I got stretch marks, things were hanging where they were, and it was really hard to love myself physically. And so sometimes, it's a hard lesson to learn, but you have to really accept yourself and love yourself on the inside, I guess. And I'm not the best at that. I'm not saying this because I'm like a pro at it, but it's something I feel like I'm trying to work on. We're going to work on that, loving ourselves more on the inside. So if you are in a place where, you've gained weight or you have, an illness that's kind of hindering your physical fitness or, where you want to be physically, just remember that looks aren't everything. And if you don't accept yourself now on the inside, then, when will you ever? Because how many of us as women, or I feel like as humans, do we say, well, when I lose 50 pounds, I'm going to do this. I'm going to buy that dress. Yeah. I'm going to buy that bathing suit. So it's almost like you're waiting to love yourself when you should just love yourself right now. And while that can be like, oh, did you stab yourself with that? While that can be like a good motivator for you to help you out, don't let that be a barrier for loving yourself right now, you know? So kind of use it as like a double-edged type of thing. Moving on, next question. At Rowan, she asks, I love her so much. I met her at Disneyland.
If the whole world was listening, what would you say?
I would say love yourself. Love your butts. Have babies. They're the best. You go with this one. I don't know. The whole world was listening. Let's all just be a little less judgmental of one another and accept each other a little more. That's what I would say. What would you say?
Exactly what this
I mean, if you could interpret what he was saying.
That's what I would say.
The world was listening.
It's gone.
You have good insight. If the whole world was listening and you had the microphone, what would you say?
This is a really tough question. I feel like I need to think
pray
and
about
research
it, meditate,
and pray.
Okay. Maybe we'll do a follow-up because that's like a very deep question. Okay. Next, at Luisa Victoria, craziest thing. Oh, I answered that. Craziest thing you did when you were younger that your mom never found out about. Did I answer that in the first Q&A? I don't know. I was a pretty good girl in high school. After it was a different story. College, we lived a little. We'll just say that. Did you do anything ever wild?
Yeah.
I've never broken the law. Maybe I didn't pay a parking ticket once or twice. My bad.
I'm not proud of who I was in high school.
Were you naughty in high school? See, I should have been naughty in high school. I was wild in college, not high school. One time I went egging with my friend Christina. That was the funnest thing I've ever done. But then I felt bad. Okay, let's answer this one. Chazlina. It may not be too different. No, I answered that, I swear. But how do you stay motivated? Did I answer that? Let's re-answer it. How do I stay motivated? I don't. I try to go off of how I'm feeling, and I think that you just feel better when you get up and get moving and get your day going. And I notice if you give yourself too much time off, it's back to get back on the motivated train. So if you take a day to be lazy, take the day, own it, do whatever you got to do, but you got to commit and make a schedule to get back on it. He's literally crawling over the chair. Do you see this baby legs right now?
Oh my word.
Okay.
They just squirm.
They just squirm everywhere.
How
do you stay motivated? This one is a go-getter. That's why I'm like, you have to help me with my life.
I don't know. I feel like it's just
look, meet one another. Meet one another. You guys know Sharzad. This is her little boy Idris, and this is you guys know baby Winston, and they are pulling on all the strings. How do you stay motivated? Quickly, 30 seconds. The babies are losing focus.
Wish I had these questions
Finger
to prep.
puppets.
I feel like I stay motivated with little mini goals. Little
Celebrating
it's kind of like the small victories. And I feel like it depends. Like motivated in work just comes really easy to me, whereas motivated in like other things, it's less. It's like the things that it just comes naturally. It's easy to stay motivated and just go nuts because I feel like it's easy to have control over certain situations, whereas other things oh my, okay.
He's biting.
You are just like a flipper.
So what do you feel like? Ow. So okay, working out. Ow, you were biting so hard, and I don't like.
I think I don't stay motivated just because with some of my health issues, it takes me I have to put twice as much effort into things as other people. So I get discouraged when people are doing half the effort and getting more results.
But winning the battle is not giving up. I say.
Yeah. I mean, my family would say I try things and then never complete them. So.
But I feel like that's human nature, you know. Like we're humans, and I think sometimes we're just too hard on ourselves. Like,
yeah,
we're just hard on ourselves. You have to love yourself. And like today, I was like, I'm gonna go work out. I was probably down there for like maybe 25, 30 minutes, but I'm like, you know what? At least I showed up. At least I'm here. Yeah. So don't be so hard on yourselves. But big announcement. This is what you guys have been waiting for. I'm officially announcing that I am signing with NLA for Her, and Whitney and I are going to be in Columbus, Ohio, next weekend at the Arnold Classic Expo. And it's exciting, it's intimidating, it's news for me, but you guys know if you followed my journey, the NLA for Her is something that I have kind of used and tried out for 2 years. I've been weary with signing with them just because I'm like, I want to make sure I've tried it and loved it, and I think 2 years is a good dating time. So, babies are crying, we're going to end this, but I will be in Columbus, Ohio with Miss Whitney at the NLA for Her booth. Come and meet us. We're going to be giving out supplements and hugs and butt slaps.
Good little grab there.
So So we're excited to see if you guys are in the area. Please come to the expo. It's going to be huge. There's a lot going on, but I would love to meet you and see some of you. And everybody go tell Whitney that you love her because she's the best. She helps us out. We're going to move her to Idaho. She's Canadian, but we want to get her to come to Idaho. Make the move. We're going to do it. Okay, love you. Signing out. Over now. Bye.
Bye.